I made $20,000 last month profit from using just a phone as a recent college graduate who had no clear direction of what he wanted to do after graduation, and this only ever happened after I implemented 3 things, which I'm about to go in this video. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michael Munoz. I'm 22 years old. I do TikTok Shop affiliate, and this is my second video that I've ever posted on this channel, but pretty much gonna go over the whole trajectory of my life from when I graduated from high school through 4 years of college and then what I'm currently doing right now. And I'm gonna go over the 3 things that really changed my mindset and helped me become the person that I am right now. But yeah, I'm pretty much gonna take this story back to senior year of high school, where I honestly had no clue what I wanted to do after high school. I didn't know if I wanted to go to college. I didn't know if I wanted to, I don't know, take some other path, like work some, job after high school. But I saw a lot of my friends go to college. They had all their colleges lined up and everything. So the only option for me, since my parents and my family members, and really I was the only first person ever to go to college. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna make my parents proud. I'm gonna prove a point to them, and ended up going to college. I'm not like your typical online business guy or woman that drops out of high school, drops out of college. I went to college for 4 years. Studied finance, but essentially I went to college for 4 years. I didn't really like school. I found that out pretty quick my first semester of college, but I just didn't like school. Just overall, in high school, middle school, I would always be like the type that would cheat on tests, cheat on quizzes. Like I just really didn't put too much effort into it just because I didn't like it. But yeah, I didn't like school. I didn't like college. I really wanted to drop out. And I was at a really low point in my life. So I'll fast forward this to like January 2024, which is my junior year of college, which is like the most important part of the story that I'm about to tell. But yeah, I was at a really low point, really depressed, really alone because I was living by myself at that time. And I'd gotten fired from a part-time job that was pretty much the only thing that was making me money to pay my tuition costs for college because my parents couldn't help me economically. But got fired from that job, and I was looking for ways to make money. I always knew that it was possible to make money online. I would always see people seeing how much they made from copywriting, from drop shipping, from YouTube automation, right? And then I stumbled upon TikTok Shop affiliate one day. I pretty much scrolled through my For You page. This was January 2024, so TikTok Shop affiliate was pretty new. It came out October 2023. I believe, so it was fairly new, and I saw a little shop symbol at the bottom of one of my videos on my For You page, and I was like, okay, there's got to be a way that people are monetizing, right? That people are making money from, this video. And essentially, I searched up TikTok Shop, pretty much learned the fundamentals on YouTube. Shout out eCumble. But yeah, I learned everything from that guy back then on how to like get an account set up, how to get a shop set up, and how to just start doing TikTok Shop affiliate. So I didn't think too much of it. I was like, okay, if I start this, and I make a couple $100s a month, I'll be really, really happy. Because I'd see other people make crazy numbers, make money online. I'd be like, okay, this is not really possible, which makes sense coming from like a, limited mindset perspective. But essentially my first 2 weeks, I had a video that went viral. It hit 4.5 million views, and I made $8,000 profit from that video. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like the shit. After I made that amount of money over the span of like, I think a week it was, I showed my family members, I showed my friends, right? My close friends at least, the money that I made. And I came to the conclusion that, or at least like, this is what I'm about to get into, which is God. I'm very, very grateful for God, but God pretty much placed the idea inside my minds that this is what my life was gonna look like after graduating from college. And essentially I came to the conclusion that if I made this amount of money from literally using just a phone of a video that took me 30 minutes to make, why would I ever have to work a typical 9-to-5 job, and why would I ever have to work for someone? So pretty much made $8,000 from that video. So if I fast forward from there, January 2024, I stayed consistent with posting videos, which was the only thing that I was doing at the time. So stayed consistent up until May 2025. So this is a couple months back now, like 6-7 months ago when I graduated from college. And it came to the point where obviously I was going to graduate from college and I had no clue what I wanted to do. after graduation, I didn't really make enough money from TikTok Shop affiliate. Like sure, I'd have, 8K months, 5K months, 2K months, but it was very inconsistent for the point for me to be like, okay, should I stick with TikTok Shop affiliate or, find a job? And my parents would push me to, get a job, get a job, get a job. Like that's the only thing that they wanted me to do. And honestly, I'm very grateful that I became closer to God. So this is gonna be my first point that has helped me tremendously and that has helped me make so much money these last couple of months and helped me make 20K last month profit. But getting close to God, I've always been Catholic my whole life, but it really got to a point that like after I started making that amount of money, like from TikTok Shop affiliate and started making money online, and started living by myself, because I lived by myself for 3 years at college. I really started to discover who I was. But I got close to God. I had a church literally 2 minutes away from where I lived, and I would always go to church every single day. I would pray, especially like during the last crucial months of graduation. I would go to church, I would pray, and I would ask God, please help me figure out what my life is going to look like. I have no clue what I want to do, but I trust God. I trust you, to guide me in the correct direction. And fast forward to now, it's crazy to think everything that I've been through, but I'm very, very grateful. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God, obviously, but I'm very grateful that I'm Catholic. I'm very grateful that I got close to God. And that's very, very important for anyone that's looking to get into entrepreneurship or someone that's already on entrepreneurship. Always believe in a higher power. So that's number one. And when I was about to graduate from college, I would always have friends as well and like other family members that would ask me, oh, Michael, what are you going to do after graduation? What are you going to, do you have a job lined up? The typical stuff. And throughout the whole job process, I would always go to like job interviews, job sites, and I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like genuinely, because I would see other people's faces, right? And they would just look so depressed, so soulless to say. And I knew it just wasn't for me. Like it wasn't the path that I wanted to take. So believe in a higher power. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. It's as simple as that. The second thing that helped me tremendously was confidence. Okay, I built confidence essentially through going to the gym a lot. I was always like very skinny, right, throughout middle school, high school, even the beginning of college. But I started to go to the gym at the beginning of college. Started to focus on myself, focus on my body. And that's one of the biggest things that helped me really put my face out there on TikTok Shop affiliate, right? Show my face to other people and just build confidence. I think confidence translates into motivation, which translates into discipline. But yeah, confidence has been one of the most important things that's helped me directly with getting to where I am today. So you have to focus on yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, all those different types of things. Work on yourself first before you want to start some entrepreneurial, endeavor. Focus on becoming a better person. Focus on your character first. And that's something that helped me tremendously where, it translated also into belief. Having confidence is so huge for belief. I don't like to use the word delusional because a lot of people say you have to be delusional to make it. You really have to just have so much belief and have so much confidence in yourself. Like, I'll be honest, I am probably to other people cocky and narcissistic, but you really have to believe in yourself, and it gets to a point where, no one is going to come to save you. It's only you, right? It's only up to you to really decide your future. So number 2 would be confidence. Really grateful for that. And the last and final thing is honestly being by myself. I touched on this a little bit, but being by myself has been so huge. And I think God puts things along the way in anyone's life that are meant for a purpose, right? You learn more from obviously like really, really bad situations, but you learn from bad situations and good situations no matter what. But living by myself has been absolutely incredible. I've gotten really, really used to being by myself, and I love it because there's a lot of people that depend on, being with other people, being with friends, being with family members. And I'm very grateful that like I would rather enjoy, a Saturday night being by myself, just working. But yeah, being alone has been absolutely incredible and has allowed me to focus on my, business with TikTok Shop affiliate and making the amount of money that I've made these last couple of months. Because if I were to live, or if I lived with another roommate in college, or 2 other roommates or 3 other roommates, I can't imagine what they would have said, or what my life would have looked like if I started a TikTok Shop affiliate with their like ideas placed on me, right? Like, oh, like what are you doing? Those silly TikTok videos, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So very, very grateful for having lived alone, and I live alone right now. So very, very grateful for that. But yeah, those are the 3 things that have taught me out tremendously. If anyone feels like they're stuck in a hole, right? You feel like you're not seeing any results, you always have to focus a lot on the inputs. This is like a little bonus, I guess, but focus on the inputs. Fall in love with the process, right? Especially in entrepreneurship. Like if it was easy, everyone else would be doing it. No one would be working a 9 to 5. So focus on the inputs. The outputs will all come, even if you don't see money today, even if you don't see money tomorrow, even if you don't see money next week, right? I've stuck with the business model for so long enough to see results. We're now making over $10,000 a month profit. And I'm very grateful to even say that. But I started TikTok Shop live streaming, which is completely different because I was mainly focusing on videos, but don't really want to touch too much on TikTok Shop affiliate. Want to make it more like, you know, mindset and, you know, motivational for anyone. But I started TikTok Shop live streaming from May when I graduated from college up until now, and I've made over $70,000 in profit, which I know isn't a lot of money because I have a long way to go. But last month I made $20,000 profit, and I'm very, very grateful to say that. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Very grateful for everything that's happened in my life. Hope this video helped out for anyone that, you know, feels like they're lost. But I'm gonna be posting way more motivational, you know, lifestyle, TikTok Shop type videos. So be sure to be tuned. I do teach TikTok Shop live one-on-one. All my students are currently crushing it. I have a student, Kate, right now, who's literally hitting $300+ every single day. She's on track to her first 10K a month. Really, really happy for her. But yeah, if you guys would like to work with me, I teach it in both English and Spanish. I'm gonna leave a quick 2 to 3 minute type form in the description, okay? So you guys can fill it out. And be sure to hit me up on IG as well. DM me on IG if you guys wanna work with me as well. But I'll leave my IG and my TikTok handles in the description so you guys can give me a follow. But yeah, that's pretty much it from the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, peace.